All right. Next up, we are going to discuss brand and identity development. The goal here is to create a distinctive and memorable brand for your project if you haven't already. The first thing to do is create a Google Drive or a Canva repo or some central place where you will store all of your marketing materials. And by the way, you can give this entire video to a designer and have them just do this all for you. That is our suggested approach. What you want to do is create a mix of professional logos, PFPs, and visual assets and store those in a place like Canva or Google Drive. Here are some examples of our own project for your reference, by the way. GPT-4o, by the way, has come a long way, but we don't think it's quite there yet for professional logo. It is great for mockups, and you can give that to a designer to explain the vision of what you would like them to build for you. Also important are professional banners. Here are some examples for our own project. And you want to follow the following aspect ratios 3:1 for these banners. Deck Screener will refuse anything that is not a 3:1 ratio. So make sure you have this accounted for before you launch. Otherwise, you are going to spend precious minutes trying to figure it out, which is not ideal. Create these assets early before you launch. Secure consistent social handles across all platforms, XTG, your website included, and develop a clear voice. So what I mean by that is craft clear messaging, a clear, concise, simple tagline that explains what you do in, say, 4 to 10 words. Here are some examples from notable projects and how they summarize what they do so that someone skimming it can immediately understand what they're up to and what they specialize in. One way to create that, by the way, is by interviewing current users or holders and asking them, how would you describe what our project does to a friend? And look for any commonalities, any repeated words or phrases, because that's exactly what you should use here. When you use your tagline across your website, across your X bio, when describing your project. So, develop your central brand kit. It's very important to establish a great first impression among your users, among your investors, so that your project looks elite. Hire a designer to do this for you. This is your homework assignment number 1. Develop your brand assets and your brand kit. That's number 2. Update your project's X bio to your clear tagline. That's homework assignment number 3. And then lastly, decide on your company voice. This is another part of your brand. So it's not just visual elements, it's verbal elements. Will you be educational? Will you be more so professional or fun and playful with your brand voice? You want to establish this early on and maintain consistency across all posts. For instance, if your users are lawyers, you're probably going to want a professional company voice. Whereas if it's gamers, fun and playful is probably more on brand for you. So once you have these out of the way, I'll see you in the next course module.